Warning: the following video may or may not contain strong language. Depending on the subject at hand, the topic may range from PG-13 to rated R. So proceed with caution if you want to continue with the video. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Yosh, and welcome to Azure Sgood, as in, you sure it's good? Or, animes watched when they're seen. Again, thank you very much for that red hair, guys. Seriously. Thank you. Now, the purpose of this series is basically me watching different types of anime and seeing, if they're good. Sometimes me and my friends get together and they try to force me to watch the anime that they like. I mean, they can try. They can really try, but I don't think I can budge that quickly. Hey, yeah. I keep telling myself that every day. I hope it works. Hey. Now, the topic of this episode will be about episode 2 of ReZero Season 2. Yes, we're still on this subject. Now, the only reason why it's taking this multiple episode to talk about episode 1 and episode 2 is the fact that we talked about episode 1 and 2 at the same time. We're going to try to not do that again. And granted, I could have combined all the audio as one file, I guess, in a way. But I think I'd rather just try to separate information, at least our thoughts and opinions of said episode by itself. Everything about episode 1 will be in one episode. Everything about episode 2 will be by itself. Granted, episode 2 was separated due to some editing mishaps, which I apologize. We all do. Now, unfortunately, the past few episodes and the upcoming episodes, the audio would not be the best, and we apologize for that. I apologize for that. Roughly around episode 6 or 7 of the anime, the audio gets a little bit better. So hopefully, if you're still watching these episodes, thank you. I'm sure none of you are, but thank you for those who are watching. So, with all that said, here is Past Me. Or future me. I'm gonna get this right one day. Seriously, I will get this. Hey, come on, tell me. What is it? What's the answer?
Welcome.
Okay, so you managed to see it. I'm glad. Episode 2, Frederica, and then Geese, and Beatrice.
Frederica's cute.
Yeah,
we have some more info dump. We know something called the witches. What is it called? The witches factor.
Oh yeah, I know. They finally mentioned that. I knew about that for a long time.
So I guess that a new Archbishop of the Sloth arrives somewhere because the witch factor wasn't taken care of, is what I'm assuming. And then Subaru needs to go to the sanctuary to
The Kingdom Hearts 2 opening, yes, okay.
Yeah, he needs to go to the sanctuary to find all the answers.
And then he can transport it to Windows XP, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if he done
Pizza!
up by taking the jewel off of
Which
Amelia.
surprises me, because I'm assuming from what episode 2 revealed was that was supposed to be an interaction for Amelia, not for Subaru. That's my take on that scene. So Subaru was not meant to meet her, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too, and I think this is one of the things that shows both the despair and also the luck, because maybe this saves Amelia, or I don't know from a completely bad end. Unresolutable bad end. I know that he'll probably have lots of failures because of this meeting, but had this meeting been intended for Amelia, it may have been 10 times as worse.
Yeah, considering she doesn't have the gift.
What?
Considering she doesn't have the gift.
What gift?
Of Return by Death.
Oh, yeah.
Or a curse,
Yeah.
the same difference.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we get to see, finally, the official appearance of Knuckles. About time.
Yes.
I know. We technically saw her anime form last year with that short teaser.
Yeah.
And then we get to see her with a voice a couple months ago, last month I think.
Yeah.
And then this one came out.
And then this came, and I was surprised they would be revealing the meeting is face to face so soon.
I have an opinion about this, and I will say that.
Yeah.
I'll mention
You
it in a
heard
bit.
my opinion. Yeah, you heard my opinion about it already. So what's
Yes.
your opinion about it?
I knew about episode 1, season 2 for like the past 3 years, so I finally was happy to see it.
Yeah.
And it's not every day I get to read a Japanese light novel and get to see an anime. I think Razor is my first light novel turned anime.
Yeah.
Because even
So
though I started watching the anime first,
what's your feeling about that? Do you like that feeling more than the reverse?
it's a weird feeling. I just never seen that. I seen that in movies and Hollywood movies and in cartoons. Never for anime, so it's like it's
So
an
it's
interesting
sort of like
feeling.
you read a book and then you've seen it in a Hollywood movie, and then you're like, oh.
And then also the cartoons and whatnot. But for anime, it's like it's interesting. It's not different, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, I'm kind of disappointed. I guess I have no way of saying that. I guess I was disappointed they didn't add filler for Rem's fight, because that was really the last Rem fight we got to see for a long while. But I'm happy that they stayed true to the original source, even though I kind of wish they made it longer, like they did with Hinata and Shippuden during the Pain arc.
Yeah.
Which ironically became canon in terms of the manga. But that's a different topic. But yes, I was really happy to see this because I had this knowledge for years of season 4. But that's all I know about season act 4. Sorry, act 4. That's all I knew about this. Everything. I will tell you where I stopped. I stopped where the meeting with Crush and Felix and Wilhelm had with Subaru and Amelia. Wilhelm. Yeah, when they had their talks, that's the last thing I read of Act 4 before I stopped. Anything after that, I had no knowledge. So seeing Crush saying goodbye to Subaru in episode 2, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting, because I didn't know that scene would happen, and I know that she and her people bowed down to him when they left, which they still show that they still have feelings of admiration and respect, considering he was the reason the white whale came down. So that was nice. That was nice. But the thing is, spoiler or not, I literally have no idea what happens to Crush. I've read a lot of chapters in Arc 6, and I have no idea what happened to Crush. So, literally, I have no idea. No idea. But, so it was nice seeing a brand new information of Crush, because hope she stays alive? I don't know. So I was really looking forward to episode 1, just because of trying to see what new information they had, and they had a few. But I remember how you were feeling when you were watching trailer 2. No, the first trailer of season 2.
Yeah.
And I was like holding my chuckles and not saying anything, because he was like, "Oh, this spoiled everything." I mean, in my mind, I already knew this is just the first episode.
Yeah.
This is just the first episode. They're not gonna spoil anything, because from what I've keep hearing, for what people are whispering, but even though it's what I read online, and no spoilers as well. Thankfully, I had no spoilers. Arc 4 introduces a lot of stuff. It's the start of the sadness and depression. It's like, holy shit. And I'm like surprised to hear about Arc 5. I have no knowledge of Arc 5 at all, other than it's a thing. It's an arc that happened.
All I hear that Arc 5, whatever you call Act 5, was so bad that, because up until whatever book it was on up to that point in Japan, or the sales just plummeted.
And that's not because it sucks. No, apparently because it's sad. From what you told me.
Because it was like, apparently it was really hard to read. The author went a bit too overboard.
Oh, I'm sure the anime will fix it. Or rather,
it turned people off. For me, I love that type of stuff. So I hope the anime keeps it.
Sometimes it's best to interpret it differently for a different medium, because if you do exactly what the original source did, you get another Watchmen the movie. I like the movie, but I can also know, this is not made for a movie. This is made for a comic book. It wasn't really translated well into a movie, but I still enjoy the movie regardless. But that's only because I understand that.
To tone it down. I've heard that Arc 5 is pretty brutal. I mean, and that's all I've heard. And it was so brutal that it turned people off to the book. I thrive on those type of things, depending on the story. So I feel like that, sure, they can change a couple of things, but I feel like that they should not tone down Arc 5 if they ever animate it.
I'm okay if they tone it down if it means it just doesn't work as a visual medium. If they were able to translate it in a different medium and still kept the spirit and it's still just as good, I'm okay with that. I'm saying I'm looking forward to see what it is that the creator wrote, for Arc 5, but I also acknowledge that maybe that only makes sense as a novel.
But I'm saying that if people felt uncomfortable reading it, though, not as in that it was bad writing. It's just that the scenes were psychologically unnerving.
Yeah, that was intended as readable, as something to read. I'm not sure that's something that can be translated 100% into a medium. I don't know, because I have no idea what Arc 5 is. Never read it. All I can say is if they ever do animate Arc 5, I hope they do it justice. Whatever it is they had to do, as long as they do it justice.
They can do it, because if you've ever seen Blue Gender, that's pretty psychologically unnerving.
True, but it never had it wasn't an original source.
Yeah, and in my opinion, though, that this generation, though, the more recent generation, is weak sauce. I feel like, the newer lads aren't familiar with some of the old stuff that had some really psychological effed up
Pizza!
back in the day. So I don't think ReZero is kind of
Pizza!
up, but I think that, I don't know what worse they can do in translating it to the big screen than what I've seen from the 80s and 90s.
No, but yeah, you're right. But Blue Gender never had a light novel original source. It's anime original.
Not Blue Gender. I'm mistaking Blue Gender, because Blue Gender is the one with the aliens. What was it?
The bugs. You're talking about FN Lead? FN Lied?
I'm talking about
Exo Saga?
the one about the idol. Itoshi Kan's
Idol Master?
It was Blue something, and I can't remember what it was called.
Blue Seed?
No, it was Itoshi Kan's.
3 times 3 eyes?
Itoshi Kan.
Blue Submarine number 6? Blue's Clues?
Hold on.
Blue Streak Speedster?
Hold on.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
I need to find out the guy's name first.
Blue and Red of Pokemon?
Satoshi Kon, there we go. That's his name. Perfect Blue, that's what it was. Perfect Blue.
Oh, wow. I was thinking of titles that started with blue.
No, it's Perfect Blue. If you've ever seen Perfect Blue, it's pretty
Pizza!
up.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Shoot, what were we talking about? Season 2? Oh, yeah, my opinions.
Yeah.
Okay, so my knowledge of Arc 5 is none. My knowledge of Act 4 is just the conversation everybody had at the room. So everything else after that, I have no knowledge other than Otto's going to be a thing. That scene with Otto kind of happened not that scene, but that thing about Otto wanting to get in good graces with Roswell kind of happened in season 1 in the novels. They kind of, either they moved it to season 2 or they just combined 2 scenes together and that scene happened in season 2 because I have no idea.
No, there's been hints in season 1, and they're just expanding upon it in season 2.
Otto had more scenes in the light novels in season 1, that's for sure. But since his scene, even though he had more scenes, it didn't really add much other than some, not world building, but more of his world. I guess I don't know. I don't know much about Otto other than more scenes in season 1 than season the anime never covered. But yeah. I don't know what Otto rolls into this. I don't think he's gonna play a big role. I don't know whether he lives or dies. I don't know. But
what's your opinion about Petra?
Oh, she's a maid. I was wondering if you would notice her inclusion in season 2 trailer. You noticed Petra in season 2 trailer, right?
I might have skipped it over, so no.
Wait, you never watched the trailer for season 2?
No, I did. I just probably spaced it.
I
was too focused on Echidna.
Okay. I was wondering if you would notice the implication in the trailer because some of that scene in the trailer also incorporated episode 2 and maybe episode 3 because they also show Garfield. I don't know what Garfield, who he is, or where he's gonna appear, what's his purpose. I'll find out in the anime. But in season 2 trailer, I was wondering if you would notice why Rem's gonna have a fight, why Rem is in bed, and why there's two brand new maids. I was wondering if you can put 2 together and realize Rem is in bed and you got 2 new maids.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't think much about it, but I did figure that, and I missed Petra, but I noticed the blonde chick right away, and I thought this must be the Francesca that they mentioned in season 1.
There you go, you did it again. Isn't her name Frederica?
Frederica. I like Francesca for some reason.
Okay. So okay, that will be your name for her, just like my name for.
Frederica.
Yeah. Go ahead and call her that. I just wanted to know if you knew. Because I'm keep calling the other one Knuckles, so that's fine.
Yeah, Frederica.
Knuckles. Yes, but yeah, Petra. Yeah, okay, yeah, she has a crush on Subaru. Okay, sure, big deal. I don't care.
Also that. What is your opinion on that thing that's tied around their wrist? Because they played it off as a thing for safe journeys, travels.
Yeah.
But apparently she has one wrapped around her arm as well.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
So I think that's a goddamn lie, and it actually means something greater, like something like a marriage or something, or engagement.
I hope she doesn't die because I have no idea what happens to her.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
All I know is that it's probably one of those folk tale things that are traditions that are signifies lovers or something.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, probably. Because I said she just has a crush on Subaru. I was like, okay, sure. Doesn't matter. I don't care. She has no purpose in the plot at the moment, or if at all at the moment. Who knows? Maybe she will. I don't know. Maybe she becomes a female Subaru in the future. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So continue opinions.
Yes.
Episode.
Yes. I enjoyed the episode because there's more information about Arc 4 that I have no knowledge of. I'm so happy to see a kid, Knuckles. And I was when I saw him entering the sanctuary, whatever that is, whatever the purpose of the sanctuary is, I was like, oh, okay, so this is the scene where she appeared because I remember that from the trailer. And then, boom, there you go. Exact same thing. Everything that we know about Knuckles stems from the trailer. All her scenes in episode 2. Anything more beyond that, they didn't reveal in the trailer. That's what I like. I enjoyed that trailer so much because for those who don't know what happens in the novels, they think that trailer is going to be about the whole season, somewhat, because that trailer is all about just the first episode and a half. That trailer revealed nothing about what happens in season 2. And that's what I like about that. They know, see, Arc 4 is going to have some significance. And my opinion is Arc 4 will play a humongous impact onto the world of ReZero and what Knuckles is going to do, whatever it is she's going to do, because I have no idea what she's going to do or what she's going to impart onto Subaru and the others, is that big, whatever it is, because it's still felt in Arc 6. Without any spoilers,
It's still ongoing in Arc 6,
no,
right?
nope. I'm not gonna say anything other than the fact that the party members of Arc 6, they mentioned Knuckles, and what she did. So whatever it is she's going to do in Arc 4, it's still felt in Arc 6. I don't know what it is. That's all I know. Whether and I'm saying this intentionally, whether she lives or dies, it does not matter. It's what she's going to do. It's what she's going to do.
There's also a rumor floating around, too, that in Arc 4 and 5, that why Subaru can't tell them about Return by Death, that the other characters will actually begin to catch on and actually find out what his ability is.
That's what I'm looking forward to. And I'm hoping that is the case. I hope I didn't say anything about that.
Well, yeah, there's rumors saying that they won't understand it fully, but they'll understand something about it. They'll be very close to what's actually happening. They won't actually know that he's returning every time he dies, but they might have like something very close to a guess of what Subaru's ability is. I think that they may catch on. Maybe that's from what, Echidna Knuckles is doing.
Oh.
With season 2 ending, I'm just going to read the novels. Start from book 1 and read it all the way through.
I mean, yeah, considering the fact that I don't know how long it's going to take before they get to season 3. But they finally show the opening.
I actually skipped the opening, so I'm going to watch the opening next week.
Oh, why do you skip it?
And you know what? Never mind. I'll go and watch it right now.
How dare you?
I'll go and watch it. I can. They have the opening at the end, so... Oh, by the way, speaking of which, Echidna's voice actress is Kid Shot's voice actress.
Kid Shot?
Kid Shot from Bakemonogatari.
Okay.
Shinobu's, Shinobu, the lowly vampire.
I know Shinobu Mayahara from Love Hina. I never watched the
she's the voice
Okatari series.
You've never seen Bakemonogatari?
I never watched any of the Okatari series, no.
Monogatari, okay. We just call it the Monogatari series. Have you seen Ouran High School then?
No.
Okay, so this is going to be tough because she's a very famous voice actress who's doing Echidna, and I can't wait to hear her lines. Okay, and now I'm going to need to find the opening.
When I heard Baten Kaito's voice, it's not what I expected it to be.
Expect that either.
So knowing that that's his voice, I don't think it fits.
What about Cornelius's voice?
I have no knowledge of him. Even after those 3 years, my only knowledge of him is from the epilogue. If you think that's a spoiler, go right ahead. I literally have no knowledge of the guy. I know of Baten Kaito's, because apparently he has a bigger threat than Cornelius. My interpretation.
That's understandable. Okay, so I'm on the opening now. So Echidna, she has a obsession. Oh, we see the elf chick. We see red-haired and hold on.
No, just watch it in full, then pause it after. Oh, watch it. Do whatever you want.
Oh, well, that's cool. We get to actually see what Super looks like after his death. So when he jumped off the ledge, we actually get to see. That's cool. Hold on. What does that word say? Kimio?
What? You're not reading the subtitles?
Suku o tame nara, ore o nando demo shine. So that Japanese that you see in the opening, he says, if it's to save you, no matter how many times, I'll die for you.
I know. That's what the subtitle says.
Oh, no, not subtitles. I'm just...
I know you're reading the kanji, but I'm like, are you watching it from YouTube?
No, from Crunchyroll.
Oh, so you're ignoring the subtitles?
There is no subtitles for Crunchyroll for the opening.
Yes, there is. It has.
No, there's not.
The one I was watching this morning, which by the way, I watched it before you, so that means I watched an earlier cut than you. The opening at the end of episode 2, they had subtitles for those kanji.
Oh, they do. Never mind. I had to refresh the video.
Oh, okay, that was weird.
Yeah. Okay, so the Disemboweler is going to make a reappearance.
Oh, the assassin?
The assassin chick
Oh,
that was
okay.
going to buy the insignia.
Okay, now that you watch the intro, now I can finally talk about the intro.
Yeah.
What else you have an analysis with the intro, actually? You have any other
So-
opinions, or is that it?
We see the Disemboweler. We see more people. What was interesting, which I see, that we walk by to see all of Subaru's deaths after he's already dead. You sort of get to see exactly how they look, because we don't actually see his actual deaths. Well, the one we never actually saw was the one when he jumps off the cliff.
Well, that's a given.
Which I thought was interesting. Echidna has an obsession with butterflies. We see like a couple new girls, like a long-haired girl, red-haired girl with a visor or something.
Yeah, they were in the poster that you looked at before.
Yeah.
I have no idea who they are.
And we have the blonde person who kind of looks like a Beatrice, but older. And then we see the Disemboweler
Oh, okay.
chick from episode 1 and episode 2, and episode 1A and 1B, or however you want to say it.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I want to start my analysis with this. Why do you mean that she's gonna come back? She died, and there's a saving point. She's dead. She's kaput.
Reinhardt mentions in the end of episode 2 that he thinks that she probably might have lived.
Oh, you remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my take on that analysis trailer. I was wondering, okay, so that I understand why they never showed the opening in episode 1, because they probably is going to have some spoilers about what's going to happen in the arc, because the trailer definitely did its best to not show any spoilers for arc 4. I'm assuming this opening is going to have spoilers for arc 4. And watching it, it has no spoilers for arc 4. No idea what's going to happen.
Unless you weren't paying attention.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Disemboweler was still alive.
I mean, you're right. You're right that I wasn't paying attention, because the whole opening is all about the past.
That's true.
I mean, that could be. That's what my take was, that maybe this opening is just a placeholder, and then they're gonna release a version 2 a couple episodes later. Maybe, or maybe this is the actual opening, because he's just walking basically through season 1, going to the past.
But they're also showing characters that they're going to be introducing in this season, and Disemboweler, or whatever the chick's name, makes an appearance. He's not on the floor looking dead in the flashbacks. It's actually, along with the rest of the new character cast being introduced. So I'm assuming she's making a reappearance.
Okay, yep, okay. As the opening is just all about the past, as you notice he's walking towards the past. And also, if you notice, you get to see his parents.
That's true.
Yeah,
I saw his dad. I didn't get to see his mom very well.
The thing is about his parents, from what I know, they were scenes with his parents in season 1 that the anime never covered. So it makes sense. So if you know the original source, him going towards the past in season 1, his parents being there, though being weird that the anime past has his parents in it, even though the anime never covered the original source.
Hold on.
His parents was in arcs 1 through 3. I just don't know which arc, but there was some scenes with his parents.
Yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
And that.
His mom looks relatively young.
Yes.
And his dad is all muscular.
Yes. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up, it's interpretation. Because I literally thought it was just a placeholder, because they were just walking towards the past. But what if that's also a significance? What if the past has something to do with Arc 4? What if it's just not, remember in season 1? Well, we remember it too. It's not that. Maybe it's something more. Maybe the past will play an important role in Arc 4? I don't know. I'm looking away suspiciously. So I'm surprised that they show his parents. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that too. Well, you gotta think about it, that there has to be some type of time loop type of thing going on regardless, because Setala was the one that pulled Subaru to that world in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta think about it. Setala, or the Witch of Envy, already knew about Subaru before she pulled him to there.
I don't know.
So you gotta think that she specifically knew who she was looking for and pulled him there to that world.
We're assuming, because from what I read last year, and I think it was last year, or
Yeah.
no, I read a couple months ago. He will reveal why the origin of Satella's name, I believe.
He will?
The creator of ReZero. It's like he will reveal the origin of Satella's name, like in the last arc, I think that's the case. I don't know if that is true or not.
In the last or the latest,
the last arc.
Oh, so he made a statement. So is he already getting ready to end the series?
I have no idea. Hey, the creator of One Piece says he knows how One Piece is going to end, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Same thing with Conan creator. He knew how the series is going to end, like 15 years ago. And it's still happening, you know? I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know how long. I don't know when is the last arc.
The unfortunate thing is that's the only thing he can write. That's why he hasn't ended it yet, the guy creator from Conan.
Well, he knows what works, so he's sticking to it. So I can't blame for writers to continue this long, though it's a little bit too long, guys. But that's besides the point.
I was having a friend who I talked with a friend about the whole thing with Conan, and we had given an agreement. Is like he needs to end Conan and go back and focus on Magic Kaito.
Did not know that was a connection.
They do have a connection.
Okay. Huh.
But anyways.
Yes. What was the opening?
So,
the opening. I know why they put his parents there. I'll leave it at that. I'll let you speculate. But yes, this Bao is there, including before she appeared. This a new character appeared, and then after this Bao, they revealed the pink elf and then the other elves. Then ended with Knuckles because it's her arc. This is my opinion, and from what I've read many years ago, and currently reading some the comments and forums a couple months ago as well, is the reason why Rem became a sleeping princess. I'm not sure if this is true or not, just an opinion of mine, but I don't think Rem was meant to go to sleep. I don't think...
You mean the author?
I don't think he intended, when he created Red Zero, that, you know what, I'm going to create two maids, and I'm going to put one of them to sleep. I don't think he intended to do that. And I can tell you why he did this. It's because Rem became too popular. So popular that she was overshadowing Emilia, his heroine. And because of that, he put her to sleep. So he can write her off the story without killing her. That's my interpretation. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what a lot of people are also wondering as well, thinking about it as well. And I can't help but agree. I don't know if you read about that or not. So if you haven't, well, here's a surprise. Here's my opinion, because I don't want to. Okay, this is not a spoiler, but I'm going to tell you. This is not a spoiler, but it might be, but not at all. This is going to be. This arc 4 is going to be Emilia centric.
Okay.
That's why I didn't say anything about what you mentioning about they changed the lines about for Emilia and then her lines in season 2. No, because I think they were preparing her for arc 4, season 2, because it's her arc now. The creator wants her to be popular like he originally intended. I don't know if it works or not, but I do know that people likes Rem over Emilia, but they like arc 4 a lot.
The author has no one to blame but himself.
I mean, to be fair, we don't have control over popularity.
No, but I know. But if you think about it logically, when you have that particular setup for a type of character like that, who's willing, when Subaru is just acting like she follows him around, even in his most lowest time, and then when he's acting like a dip pizza, then when he outright admit it, Rem outright says, you know what, like I still love you anyways, and I'm willing to be number 2. You're goddamn well writing someone that's gonna writing a character that everybody's gonna fall in love with.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but that's not the reason why I like Rem, because she's a loyal.
Well,
not loyal, but I know what you mean. But I'm just saying that's not. I can see why a lot of people would like her because of that. I'm not saying that's the whole reason why everybody likes her. I'm saying that because that's not the reason why I like her as a character.
Well, you like her as a character because.
I have to think about this. I like Rem as a character. It's because of what the story had her go through. All the stuff that she had to go through as a child, her origin, what her placement in the story in season 1, what her fate was going to be in those time loops, and through all that anguish and despair, found some light in her life after.
She found salvation.
It's not love. I'm not saying it's not because she found love. She found love because of that, but it's not because it's love that saved her. No, it's because of the act of someone else going this way to help her when she was basically alone because of her horn, because of what she had to go through as a child due to the witch's cult, I believe it was the reason why.
Yeah. Why her sister lost her horn? Yeah, she wanted to hear the words. She heard the words that she wanted to hear most from someone, and yeah, that's why I'm saying that everything that was put together into her character, her past, what killed it was this whole speech. It was the whole setup, and I'm just saying that everything about her story arc and everything is a brilliant character, and people are going to fall in love with that type of character just from how it was set up. The writer did it to himself.
But the thing is, I don't know if my opinion is true or not. It's just my take on that. If that is to be true in this alternate universe, then that means there's a possibility that he wrote that speech intentionally for dramatic effect, because that speech only existence is there just for her to go to sleep, just to get that oomph, that impact when she does go to sleep. That's my opinion as to why he wrote that speech. Not because I wrote this speech, she became popular, let's kill her off. No, maybe she became too popular before that. I don't know. Maybe it is because of the speech that she became too popular. I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows about why Rem go to sleep, even to this day in Arc 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion as to why Rem current state is the way it is. Yeah, it could be his fault, but I don't know how far in advance he had planned, or maybe he just did this in the last minute. But everything just fell into place, though.
Well, he's a brilliant writer, and I believe he's friends with this writer, ReZero. He's friends with the writer, was it for Tensei Slime? Or I can't remember what other author he's friends with, but they throw back and forth ideas.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. So
I got reincarnated as a slime?
Yeah, I think he's friends with that. I don't know if he's friends with that author or is it the author of Overlord. I can't remember which one it was. But they throw back ideas back and forth to each other.
Yes.
But he's a very talented writer, though, because he's friends with one of a very well-respected light novel author in the industry. Puts out really good stuff, and I don't remember which book it was that the guy he's friends with did. But yeah, I don't know what. I'm thinking it's Tensei Slime, but is it? But I don't think that's it. I think I'm just throwing that out there because Tensei Slime's author is relatively new, and the guy that I'm thinking of that he's friends with is well respected in the periods of light novel people. So, okay. Yeah, ReZero's author is brilliant if they have that type of recognition where they can sit down over a beer and throw ideas back and forth.
I don't know if I could go as far as saying he's brilliant. I can go as far as saying like he's writing a very, very interesting story.
Yeah.
So much. I'm glad that he took the inspiration from Bill Murray. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It's still a Groundhog Day story in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I like that kind of stories. But yeah. Anyway, so the opening. We were talking about the opening. So yeah, it might be a double meaning. I mean, you get to see new characters. Some of them I don't know. Without any spoilers, I'm intrigued to see your opinion about the main party for Arc 6 whenever they're going to get animated. Because I won't tell you who they are. I can say some of them are people that you already know. I won't say where or when. I mean, heck, they could be from Season 1. They could have been from the OVAs. I don't know. Heck, it could be maybe some of the party members of Arc 6. Could be even some random little girl from the village. I don't know.
Could be a villain, too. Previous villain.
That could also be that, too. I don't know. Do you know anything?
No.
Ah, cool. Okay. All I can say is everything about that party could be anything. Could be a previous villain, could be a random little girl from the village, could be Satella, or in your case, Satellite.
Satella, yeah. So I still want to actually see the conversation between Subaru and Satella, actually properly animated, because we haven't actually seen that yet. And I've heard in the light novels they actually have conversations with each other every time he dies.
That will be an interesting case, considering I will spoil you one thing about Arc 4. Satella will appear.
Physically?
Have no idea. I'm going to assume in a dream state or when he dies. I'm going to assume because every time he dies, she gets more clearer. Yeah. I'm going to assume that it's going to get to the point where she appears physically in the return by death state. That's my opinion because that what makes sense. Because your knowledge is, do you know what happened to Satella?
Only from the
anime, right?
The folklore surrounding her. And
okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember the story, and I don't remember the details of the story too well.
Okay. Okay, then I can't say any more then, because I don't want to spoil anything, because I might be misremembering, because I'm remembering Arc 6 here. I'm really excited for Arc 6, because it's also a very interesting story, but that's going to be a long time, because Arc 4, for all intents and purposes, its length is just as long as Arcs 1, 2, and 3 combined, and maybe even longer. That's why my guess is that Season 2, from Part 1 to Part 2, is solely going to be about Arc 4. Arc 4 has a lot of stuff.
It's White Fox, so I have faith in them. They're not like JC Staff, where they decide to make a whole pizza book in one episode.
What are you talking about? Is this Future Diary?
Data Live. It's a light novel.
It's a cell phone game.
Yeah.
Well, no, which came first? The light novel or the cell phone game?
The light novel.
Oh, really? It's inspired by the light novel?
The mobile game is inspired by the light novel.
Ah, okay.
So Date Alive is a really good story. They compressed my favorite book, my favorite arc, into one whole episode. In season 2, and this was for season 2 of Date Alive.
Okay.
And they rushed through the whole season, and I'm like, oh. So, I mean, JC Staff, thank God JC Staff didn't take up ReZero Season 2, because knowing JC Staff, they would have let's try to get through as many books as fast as possible.
I mean, I'm currently watching Data Life, and by that I mean months ago. I'm on episode 12, and season 1, and I haven't continued watching it since because it's taking a lot out of me. I don't know how sometimes I lose interest, and I'm just watching it because I've already started. Sometimes something interesting happens and then it just goes away immediately. I don't know how long I can continue watching this anime version of the Hollywood movie Battleship, but I will do my best to finish season 1. I had started season 1 with the intention of watching all the season plus the movies plus the upcoming new season, but I'm having a hard time going to season 1.
See, there's only 2 seasons and then 1 movie.
There's 4 seasons.
What?
The current. Yeah, there's 3 seasons. The 4th one is gonna come out, I think, this year. And there's a movie.
No, season 3 is coming out this year.
I thought this one's the new one, season 4.
No, season 2. Data Live 2 came out last year or something, and it was really bad. It was really, really. Season 1 had 2 curs, which is that people are probably breaking it up into season 1 and season 2. But season 1 had a good pacing because they followed the novel's pacing pretty well. Season 2 was a pizza. Pizza.
Okay, I got it. Season 4 is currently in production. Never mind.
Yeah, season 4 is in production.
Yeah, so yes. I mean, like I said, I'm going to continue my best with season 1, but
read the novels because season 2.
Why? Is the novels the same thing as the anime season 1? Is it about is it about the guy playing a game to fight some aliens?
Oh, well, no, wait.
Yeah, you're talking about Data Live, right? Yeah, Data Live.
Data Live. He's fighting creatures from another he's dating. He's going on dates.
Yeah. In the guise of a game, so he's playing a game to fight aliens because he's dating aliens. Yeah, but that's
season 1. The light novels have a little bit more knowledge compared to season 1, but they're relatively the same. I would recommend. I mean, season 1 did an okay job. It's an enjoyable watch compared to the light novels, and I can forgive things. But season 2 is god awful. Season 2 is so bad.
But doesn't it still? Well, I still want to know, is the light novels of season 1, it's about him playing a game, dating, fighting aliens? Is it the same premise? I'm talking about the light novels of season 1.
Yes!
Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, well, I have to tell you that by book 20...
Which is episode 9 of season 1? I don't know what that means.
No, book 20 is probably going to be in season 3.
You mean already is in season 3, because season 4 is in production.
No, we just had season 2. Season 3 is going to be maybe coming out next year. Because I've only seen seasons 1 and... Hold on. Date Alive season 3. I don't believe you.
Season 3 had 12 episodes.
Hold on.
And it came out last year. I think, yeah.
Oh, never mind. I take it all back. I'm stupid. I am super stupid. I actually meant season 3 is utter crap, not season 2.
Ah, okay. So season 3 is basically the Emoji Movie. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, season 1 and season 2 were okay. Season 1 was great because they went to pacing and they sped it up a little bit in season 2, but it was decent. But then in season 3, they got a completely new studio to do it, which is JC Staff, and JC Staff is known as the Grim Reaper of sequels. Everything they touch in a sequel, they kill it.
JC Staff?
Yeah, JC Staff.
Okay.
They're known to kill sequels. Like, they killed One Punch Man. Oh, hold on. JC Staff season killer meme. I want to see that meme. Oh yeah, where is this? Oh yeah, so okay, so they killed Index season 3, they killed Data Live season 3, and then they killed One Punch Man season 2.
So how's Index season 4?
Index season 4?
Yeah, how is it? The one that came out like last year?
Yeah, season 3.
Wait, I thought season 4 was the new one.
No, no. What you saw the new one that
I
was
never watched
Accelerate.
it. I never watched it. I just know of it.
No. 2 new seasons came out. And a new season of Railgun came out, and a new season of Accelerator side story season came out as well.
Yeah, Index, the one that came out like last year. What season was it?
Season 3.
You going for knowledge or you looking it up?
No, it's season 3.
So you're going by knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I watched it last year. Season 3 was god awful, and JC Staff kills. Yeah, they kill sequels. They did a horrible job at it. But anyways, at least, and this is, so going back to ReZero, this is White Fox. So I assume that all of season 2 is going to go be on Arc 4, hopefully.
I know it's going to be because it's a lot of content. That's
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that all season 2 will be about Arc 4 because
Yes, I'm just saying, but there's always that 1% chance they could pull a JC Staff and decide, let's get through as many books as possible.
I mean, if you want to think negative about it, go right ahead. I'm just looking forward to what the season's going to be about because I have no knowledge.
I'm excited. I'm super excited because I have my full faith in White Fox.
And I'm just going with the intention of knowing that Arc season 2 will be solely about Arc 4 because other than some deleted scenes and some plot points that they couldn't make it in season 1, people are saying that season 1 is a really good adaptation. Yeah, I mean it's a good adaptation of all 3 arcs. And if all 3 arcs is big enough to make 26 episode question mark, maybe they need a couple more episodes to animate the rest of the stuff that they cut out. But other than that, I think it's best in the best intentions, or rather not the best intention, in the best interest that we'll focus season 2 only on Arc 4. It's going to be a big change or whatever it is. Or maybe it's not, but I'm really looking forward to more ReZero, and I'm not looking forward to the yearly wait now for season 3. I really...
Well, hopefully we'll get a season 3 announcement at the end.
Well, it also depends on how well season 2 makes.
Yeah,
ReZero is not a shield hero.
Yeah.
It's not a shield hero, so we don't know how well season 2 will be. Season 2 came out because of the success of the Blu-rays, the merchandises, and I'm gonna assume Quartet maybe a little bit. I don't know. All I know
Quartet
is
and the novels too.
Yeah.
The novels came out.
Yeah, so that means that it's relying on merchandise. While Shield Hero, they already knew it's going to be a success even from the get-go. ReZero, it's not a Shield Hero in terms of its Shield Hero's humongous popularity in Japan, but ReZero had to rely on the merchandises in order to get a season 2. So I'm just like, I hope season 2 does well enough to get a season 3. I'm hoping it does well enough that it gets all the seasons to animate all the light novels. ReZero deserves
Shanna treatment.
the proper adaptation from beginning to end.
Like what we call the Shanna treatment.
The Shanna is one of many that has the proper treatment. You're right.
It's the only one that's had the proper treatment.
Toradora, Golden Time, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z. I can tell you 100 more anime that had the proper Inuyasha.
Let me take that back. On light novel basis, I take it back. It was
Toradora,
Shanna,
Golden Time. I can tell you a bunch more. Haruhi.
Oh.
Just like the light novels, the anime has no ending. So that's a faithful adaptation.
Okay, you got me there on a technicality. On a
Pizza!
technicality, you got me there.
Oh god, I miss Haruhi. I think Haruhi's too. I think Haruhi's too. It's too old. Not in terms of animation, but more like theme.
Theme and culture.
Yeah.
Culture references.
Yeah, it doesn't even. I think it's the original. Is the original of its thing that now a lot of light novels, anime from light novels comes from. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Here's the thing. Yeah, Haruhi, we're never going to get the book finished anyways either because I think the author just gave up.
Yeah, which is a shame. Which is much. Actually, you know what? I think it's within theme. He's like Kyon. He's just giving up. I guess it's within theme. That's a shame too. I guess we just had to accept that the movie, though it's not the ending of the anime version. I think it's the last episode of season 1 is the ending of the anime in terms of timeline. I think the movie had a good way to end it. You know, I know I had to go to the past to do this, but you know what? At this moment, I just want to rest. See you all later.
Yeah.
That's a good way to end the anime because the movie came out after the season 2, even though it takes place between season 1 and 2. You know, semantics. Oh man, that's a lot of tangents. I'm probably gonna make those tangents in a separate video.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to ReZero because I really like ReZero a lot, and I'm just looking forward to it. Throughout all this talk, I made sure to choose my words wisely to give you hints and spoilers about Arc 6 without even making you realize I did. You probably will not even capture that because you didn't even capture the trailer for season 2 about Rem and the 2 new maids. I don't know if you can catch this conversation, which is good because then you'll be surprised when Arc 6 anime version comes out, which I'm really looking forward to.
I'm hoping for it too. We may get it in the next 10 years, Arc 6.
God. I mean, people saying that Arc 6, it's looking to be a really long arc as well because it's still currently right now happening. I'm just really looking forward to it. So that's the opening. Another thing too. The song for opening 2 when I was revealed in the trailer of season 2, knowing the significance of Arc 4 without knowing what's gonna happen, I really enjoyed the song. I think it's a really good song to be implemented into this new season, into the importance of this new season. I have no idea what that translation. I never really read the translated words. I just go by how it sounds. That's how I always go with openings, and then I read the subtitles later. But the thing is, the way it sounds, the way it makes me feel, or the way it should make people feel, or people's interpretation of the song. But whatever the case is, the way that I felt when I heard the song, I think it's a really good entryway into season 2. It's a good opening for season 2 because the first 2 songs of season 1, it's just your typical generic, songs. It's not too sad, it's not too happy. It's just
the ending of season 1 though was brilliant though.
I don't remember the endings. I don't remember the endings because the endings are never really that good. So I honestly don't remember the ending. But the openings though, it's just generic, which is good. It's alright. But I really like this opening. I think I like it better than the openings 1 and 2 of season 1. The feelings it conveys in the music and the song, it's perfect. It feels and it sounds like a serious song, which is perfect for this season because Arc 4 is really serious because Arc 4 is basically the main story. You already know this. Arc 1, 2, and 3 is basically the prologue.
Basically the setup.
Yeah, that's what the guy said. Like, oh, hope you like the prologue because the weird story happens in Arc 4.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I read some of the depth he's gonna go through in Arc 6 and wow. I'm not saying it's the best. No, I'm just saying whoa. That's like really, that's those are some deaths. I'm talking about Subaru, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued about what Knuckles is going to do. It doesn't matter.
I'm also intrigued what Ball's going to do in this season.
That's also true. I have no idea what's his role in this. I thought he was like a dick and a villain, but apparently has some other role into this.
I think he's going to be some type of villain, though.
Maybe that's intentional.
Well, yeah, because he does want to kill the dragon.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to be who's going to be Satella's voice.
Takashi Rie, probably.
I don't know who that is, but I wanted they're gonna choose. I don't think they're gonna choose.
The voice actress for Emilia.
I was gonna say. I don't think they're gonna choose Emilia because if she's supposed to be different, knowing the Japanese animators and the head honchos and anime industry, they choose their seiyus wisely, or not wisely, but more like they choose their seiyus for a reason. So if they cast Emilia's voice actress to be Satella, then that means there's a stronger connection than one thinks. Because you can't really convey that feeling in the novels. But if you can convey that feeling in a different medium like this, and hire the same voice actors, then that kind of put more fire into the flames about Emilia and Satella has a stronger connection than you think, or might be more connected. But if they chose a different seiyu, then that's also another way of saying they're more different than you think. So that's why I'm thinking her seiyu is going to be so interesting, because if the seiyus have more significance in a lot of animes, Satella's seiyus might actually, I guess a little bit spoilers about her connection with Emilia. So I'm really looking forward to what route they're going to choose with this one.
Very excited. So I hope they choose a good seiyu for her.
I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna do with her. Are they gonna choose Emilia? Are they gonna choose someone else? Because that's an answer right there. At least that's what I think at least. I guess that's all we can talk about season 2. I mean episode 2.
Yeah, we'll just have to do another part next week.
Whenever you're up for it.
Yeah, we'll have to just do like another one of these next week after episode 3 comes out.
Knowing me, I'm probably gonna watch it in the morning because I know it comes out at 7:30 in Japan time, so I'm probably gonna watch it a little bit later after that. So I don't want to be caught in the buffering traffic.
I'll probably be watching it in the evening as usual.
Yeah, because you tend to sleep in the mornings.
Yeah, I sleep until the last moment.
Oh man, I'm really happy about this, and I'm really looking forward to what this arc 4 is going to be about. I'm so intrigued. And next episode, it's going to be brand new footage. The only footage that is missing from the trailer is just the Garfield one, and the Roswell and Ram. But other than that, it's going to be brand new footage. So I'm so intrigued.
Ooh.
Wow, you found a piece of candy?
No. Apparently, okay. This actually got animated. Cool. It's Gibate.
The hell's that?
It's an anime original.
Oh, okay.
It takes place in the future, and apparently the world is run over by monsters, demons.
Oh, again? Okay.
No, like So our world Tokyo's been taken over by demons and stuff, and apparently, and the reason why that happened is because the demons have came from the past, and apparently a bunch of ninjas and samurai also come from the past, but they're thrown into modern times.
Oh, okay. They're really having fun with this one.
You're having fun with it or not?
No. It seems like they're having fun with this one. So
Yeah.
so we have demons from the future, and then there's time traveling ninjas and time traveling samurais. But aren't they from time eras where machines does not exist in that way? I'm gonna ask you to get off my back and shut up. Okay.
That's basically it. So we basically have time traveler ninjas and samurai from the past, and demons and stuff from another dimension. Oh my god, this just looks crazy.
It sounds like they're having fun. What's the name of it again?
It's Gibate.
Gibate.
Gibiate.
Okay, there's no trailer, obviously, but it's based out of a light novel.
It's an original.
Oh, so there is a trailer.
Well, the episode 1 is out already.
Oh.
But it's out on Crunchyroll right now, and it's an original series. Basically, there's no source material.
Okay. It sounds so out there and so ridiculous. Yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. A couple minutes, actually. Okay.
Yeah, like I saw it pop up on Crunchyroll. I'm like, I did not think that this was going to get. I didn't think that they were actually going to go through and animate this.
You said animate this, but you said it has no original source. So what are you talking about?
Yeah. So. Well, it's an original because it says labeled as a Crunchyroll original funded, but apparently it was based off of like a joke from like this novel who wrote like 3-line stories type of thing.
Oh, so it's based out of a Omic or a 4-panel issue type thing?
Well, just off of like I've heard of this thing floating around on the internet, and at least that's what I think, because I saw stuff that was on Pixiv, which is basically just images. It's not an actual official comic or anything. It's just somebody throwing up pictures like as a joke type of thing. And I guess somebody in an animation studio thought, hey, let's just use this and write an original story.
Oh, okay.
Based off of like this one image, basically, type of thing.
I mean, ain't the first time that this happened that they made a series or a movie based out of a line or two.
Yeah, and the premise of this is super serious, and it just looks so out there that I'm like, I'm gonna have to try this tomorrow.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna try it in a couple minutes actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
so let me read it. In the year 2030, people in Japan are turning into different forms of monsters based on their age, sex, and race. The illness is named Gibbia after being rich in variety like Gibbier. A pair of samurai and ninja appear in the blighted wasteland of Japan. They both traveled from early Edo period, fighting together with the help of a doctor who tries to find a cure for Gibba. Facing ceaseless attacks from the Gibbia and outlaws that they attack travelers for food, they start the dangerous journey with the enemies all around.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. Alright.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to give it a shot, too. Don't know how good it is. Before I let you go, though, since it is getting kind of late, and I do have work tomorrow. Oh, come on, open up. Because I wanted to pull up my recommendations. Oh, silly thing.
tricks are for kids.
Okay, so There's a couple of series that I'm paying attention to. I don't know if any of these will fit. I don't know how they're going to turn out. Any of these are going to turn out. I'm waiting for the Blu-rays for Doku Arrows to come out. It's basically sort of like Power Rangers fighting monsters, except you fight them with the power of erotica.
Oh, so Aquarian Age again? Ugh.
No, but it's Sentai based. Basically, no giant robots. Basically, you just use superhero fist fights. Basically, and basically you have to act all perverted. Basically, to defeat the enemy.
Okay, so as Aquarian Age meets All My Buddha.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Then there's Monster Musume no Oisha-san, which is basically a monster girl doctor, basically about a guy who is a doctor and basically diagnoses illnesses in monsters people.
Okay. They have the right chromosome.
Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time, which is a comedy about a hero who gets married to the princess, but he has to win a tournament to prove his love, to the princess. He wins it. Unfortunately, every single warrior in the country, or female warrior in the country, realizes how strong he is and wants his seed and are trying to sleep with him, and he's trying to save his chastity because he doesn't want the princess to find out and he wants to be with the princess.
Oh, so it's a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, it was also mentioned too that if the king basically finds out that Peter Grill is anyway been unfaithful with his daughter, he'll cut off his balls.
I'm sorry, but every time I keep hearing, when I heard Peter Grill and Philosopher Stone,
yeah,
I just thought it was Family Guy meets Harry Potter.
That makes sense.
And the fact that it's comedy is like, holy shit, are you sure this is not Family Guy meets Harry Potter?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but it sounds funny, so I'm gonna give that a watch. And then there's Uzaki-chan wa Asobi Tai, which is based off of a 4-panel manga.
Oh, okay. That explains a lot, actually. Okay.
Yeah, and that one is just random, basically about college students. And then there's Misfits of Demon Academy.
That is what I'm actually gonna look that up. The first episode is already out. I'm actually intrigued to watch it, knowing that it's gonna be 12 episodes. I'm gonna assume it's 12 episodes, and it's gonna have no ending. But I like the premise enough to watch it. So
Same here.
I'm gonna do that.
I read a little bit of the manga because the anime was coming out, and I'm like, the manga has not been updated in 2 years. But apparently this is based off of a light novel, so the anime will get farther than the light novel. So I'm intrigued of it.
But okay then, I'm gonna have to let you go. Thank you. Thanks for the long talk.
Yeah, thanks.
And that'll be it for this part. Please tell me in the comments down below what you think about this episode. Was it good? Was it bad? Please, all opinions matters. So go right down in the comment section. Write down what you see fit. Okay, pretty good. Because I kind of need opinions. What type of changes I need to make to this format. I'm comfortable with this format, or at least I'm trying to find a format, and hopefully I'll continue to have fun. I hope I'm sounding like I'm having fun. Am I having fun? It's a little hard to answer. Why is it hard to answer? Yeah, I'm off the clock. Catch you on the flip side. Okay. Where's the other one? Oh, she's not here. Till next time. Later. Yo. Hey. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll put away all the machines. Sure. I'll clean up all this mess. That's like mess done by 35 people. Where's the broom? I don't remember having tacos today. What?